Yo, what's up guys? It's the new PTR patch where Blizzard came out of the woodworks and suddenly introduced a number of unexpected new changes. Some of them popular with me or us, and some of them maybe less so, but the best thing of all is change for the sake of change. Seeing anything change is always exciting. And the most exciting part about this particular change is that we have Undead with a new Crypt Lord that I showed off in a recent video. More than that, we have new Necromancers. So Necromancers received a number of, I would say, much overdue buffs. Namely cheaper mana cast for Cripple, Unholy Frenzy, Raise Dead, and also a cheaper research cost for Skeleton Mastery. Skeleton Mastery is an upgrade that combines two functionalities. One is one of the melee skeleton summons becomes a ranged with more damage and piercing attack, and it also increases the duration of skeletons summoning time before they, get unsummoned at the end of their life. This used to be a separate upgrade, Skeletal Longevity, which was a cheap upgrade, but Blizzard took my advice on that in a patch long ago, many years ago, to embed it in something else, because, well, it was just something to get before making Necromancers. You always had to get it if you wanted to really make use of a Necromancer strategy. So it was like a lot of upgrades to get for a build that in the end is always feeling very, very all in. And in fact, I still think Necromancers don't have the perfect idea yet. The main thing about Necromancers is there's no middle way. You don't make a couple of Necromancers. You don't make a couple of Necromancers as part of your army. Like, 2 Banshees kind of makes sense. But it's the 2 Necromancer builds that I find is really missing. So, in theory, it could work. I've played Death Knight Pit Lord sometimes, where I go for like an early Temple of the Damned. I make a couple of Necromancers, and then I get Unholy Frenzy on my Pit Lord, which, it's pretty strong. It's nice. How does he know? It's pretty strong, it's nice, but at the end of the day, it's not a top competitive strategy at the higher levels of Warcraft 3. So it would be really nice if the path of making 1 or 2 Necros actually felt valid for like a standard DK Lich play. And there's a couple of ideas that you could have. You can make Temple cheaper, you can make Necros cheaper. You could even remove Rod of Necromancy, which would actually force you to make some Necromancers to get skeleton summons. It's too big of a change. You probably don't want to do that. But anyway, there's lots of things you could possibly do. But for now, it's mana cost reductions on Necros. That's the current the current thing that has been done. So let's see how that feels. Let's see how that feels. Keep this ghoul safe. He really tried to get that ghoul. The Lich is slow. In fact, Lich has been slowed, hasn't it? It's part of the new patch. Minus 10 movement speed. I don't know if Farseer got that same treatment. I don't believe so. I think Farseer was exempt from that change. Is he rushing Wind Riders? Most likely yes, based on what I'm seeing here. I would say most likely yes. I can pretend to leave. We should be fine, honestly. In fact, I think against Wyverns, Necros enjoy some of the biggest buffs in their playstyle. Because Skeleton Mastery is more accessible than before. I don't want to actually press my luck too much. 150/100. Not bad. Even now, the shadows beckon.
What does the shadow do?
How important is Necro Adept training? Not very yet. I think before... Yeah, it does give a lot of extra mana. Yeah, we'll get it. I will try not to cast anything until we have it.
What does the shadow do?
Hey, Epi.
The restless dead await research complete. The restless dead await. What does the shadow will?
Should be a pretty cool rush build now with Necromancers.
The restless dead await. What does the shadow? The dead shall serve.
That's such an early skeletal mastery skeleton.
The dead shall serve. More gold is what does the shadow do? This better good. The restless dead await. The dead shall serve.
So a lot of people like to make meat wagons with this build, but it's too slow.
As the shadow
Initially, you can just use Ghoul's Deaths. Yo, they're cracked. Ouch.
the restless dead awaits. What does the shadow do? What does the shadow do? The shadows.
Oh, I had him.
The dead shall serve.
I think I had him for a bit.
The restless dead await. The restless dead.
Okay, where are all my Necros?
What does the shadow will? Intrigue. The dead shall serve. This metaphor. The restless dead await. The dead shall serve. This better be good. Yours to command. What does the shadow will? What does the shadow will? The dead shall serve. As the shadow this better be good. The restless dead attack. This better for the nations to command. What does the shadow beckon? The shadow restless dead.
They do so much damage. The skeleton mage.
Does the shadow
It works. Look at this. Frenzied skeleton mage.
the restless dead await.
Now I think you could start to add meat wagons.
The dead shall serve. The restless dead await. The shadow better be good.
Because now you're kind of running out of ghoul corpses. But initially I think you just thrive off of the ghoul corpses.
What does the shadow as the shadow will? So be it. The dead shall serve. The restless dead await.
Oh, the attack speed.
What does the shadow will? Yours to command. This better be good. The restless dead await. The shadows beckon. The dead shall serve. Forces are under attack. The dead shall serve. Command. The restless dead await. What does the shadow What does the shadow
Flying XP tomes.
As the shadow will, the restless
Oh no, his raiders are stuck.
our forces are what does the shadow will.
I can help.
The dead shall serve. This battle, the restless dead what does the shadow will? Shall serve this battle. What does the shadow will? The restless dead await. The dead shall serve.
GG. GG2.
What does the shadow will?
He's got a very tight build, and I mean that literally. Yo, tight build, bro. Thanks. I work out. But your layout didn't. Woohoo! Nice. GG.